Hey guys, it's Hunter. Welcome back to another episode of Ask a Fish. Just a quick one this week. I'm working on a lot of demos and a couple of secret projects, so let's just jump straight into your questions. Hey Hunter, what do you think of the new Dean Vengeance and Dean Zero models? Holy shit, the pure housery with this move. I respect it. Right, so Dave Mustaine left Dean. He's now with Gibson. We've seen this. We've talked about this. We've looked at the new models. There's actually an entire video about this and what it says about the current state of Kramer. I'll leave a link to that in the cards. Now, as far as that Mustaine collection is concerned, there are some surprises, like a 24 fret acoustic, a Gibson Flying V, and a Kramer Vanguard being made in the same metallic silver color for some reason. At least one of the Kramer prototypes is being produced in the USA, which is cool. But you know, overall it's pretty much what you'd expect when a company that for the last couple of years at least is focused on conservative specs combines forces with a guy that has pretty much played the exact same style of guitar for the last 30 years. These are not digs. I'm not throwing any shade here. I'm just saying that's the situation. These are not super progressive models. And this all happened with the backdrop of the very public Dean Gibson legal battles. So Dean could have just rolled over, taken it quietly, but these are the same guys that make the ML, the same guys that make the Razorback. Quiet doesn't really seem to be their style. So they've basically taken the old signature models, shapes that were designed specifically for Dave Mustaine, dropped his name. Now that they aren't bound to that 80s anchor. Anchor may be the wrong word, but you get the meaning I'm aiming for. Now that they're not signature models for someone who uses very old school metal specs, they've upgraded the living shit out of them for the modern player. So we've got the Vengeance and we've got the Zero. I'm not too familiar with Dean models. Seems like they're V and Z shapes, but pointier with Mustaine's preferred control layout, and then the 6-inline headstock rather than the big tuning fork mini reverse flying V headstock thing. They're also 25.5-inch scale length instruments compared to Dean's normal 24 3/4 inches. Again, I'm new to the world of Dean, so if there are more differences, definitely let me know. But overall, the vibe from this more Dean casual perspective is that they're still very much Deans, just a little meaner, a little more aggressive. In terms of spec, both lines are pretty much identical besides the shape. Mahogany bodies, 3-piece maple set through necks, ebony fingerboards with 12-inch radii, mini Grover tuners. They've also added lumen lace side dots and 24 jumbo stainless steel frets. Yes, being a guitar player in 2021 is awesome. I am all about this stainless steel fret train. I'm a metal player, so obviously with as much gain as I normally use, I couldn't tell you if there's a tone difference or not between traditional nickel silver and stainless steel. But what I do know is that stainless steel feels incredible. It's so smooth, so quick, and the material is very hard, so it stays that way. It's been pointed out in the comments that last point makes less of a difference with higher end guitars that use harder nickel frets, but on import models from like $1,500 and below, that's a major upgrade. All of them also come with Fishman Fluence Moderns, which are like the active pickups to have in 2021. Glow-in-the-dark side dots, those are awesome. I can't think of a single situation where you wouldn't want those. So we've got 3 different variations of each model. There's a flame top charcoal burst with the Korean Floyd 1000. It reminds me a lot of the upcoming Epiphone Ghost Horse, but better with stainless steel frets and Fishman Fluence and lumen lace. And for those of you taking a shot every time I say stainless steel frets, I am so sorry. They're also doing the LTD Black Metal series thing with stripped back visuals, no inlays, single humbucker in the bridge position. In fact, I think LTD just introduced EX and Aero shapes this year to their lineup. And of course, they're adding stainless steel frets to everything as well, so it should be real interesting to see how those stack up. Now, I'm an LTD fanboy, but I have to admit, on paper, the Deans have the upper hand because of those multi-voice fluences. And the last variation is a red Blackburst flame top with the Evertune bridge. Evertune and Fishman Fluence sounds familiar. Seems like Dean has seen my Hello Kitty upgrade video. So yeah, I could tell you how the Evertune is this amazing black magic device that keeps your guitar in tune, eliminates intonation and pitch drift issues. But yeah, like at this point, just watch one of my many Evertune videos. It's an amazing piece of tech, one of the most exciting advancements in guitar for a long time. Super glad they're showing up slowly but surely on more and more brands. Been on LTDs for a while. Schecter and Ibanez last year. I believe this is the first time Dean has done it. So I'll be totally honest, the old Mustaine models did not interest me at all. That Evertune Zero though, that's really interesting. I love how they've just straight up taken the Mustaine models and made them better, cooler spec options, none of those cheesy graphic tops. Like, Dean could have done what PV did with the 5150 when EVH left, rebrand to the 6505, keep all the specs the same. But in this case, it's like, without Mustaine, these Dean models have been unleashed. It's that post-breakup glow-up. You love to see it. Thank you, next. Like, this is not a T channel. I'm usually not into all that guitar drama, but the sheer level of shithousery, it's great. Someone give Dean a trophy. That's amazing. Yeah, those are just my thoughts. What do you think of the new Vengeance and Zero lines? Let me know in the comments. Thoughts on the new Solar O-type model? That's so f***ing stupid. Make sure to join our Discord for more stupid like this. Looks like the guitar has nipples. Ola, please make this a reality. Now, before we get into the next question, I want to give a huge shout out to Bill Chambers and the rest of the amazing supporters over on Patreon who are absolutely incredible. If you like what I do and want to directly support me as well, you can join the Patreon community, link in the description. It's there if you want it, no pressure. All I ask is that if you enjoy the content and aren't subscribed, we're trying to hit 100K. We're at like 95K right now, which is insane. Subscribe, it's free, it massively helps out. You can also hit the bell, not that notifications are that reliable, but the algorithm likes that metric, so yeah. Whenever you do budget/affordable models like the Cutlass, for example, could you run it through an affordable amp as well, just to see what it would sound like through a budget rig? Yeah, I thought about doing that for the Cutlass and any upcoming Harley Benton videos, and then I didn't. If you haven't seen the Cutlass video, by the way, link in the cards. Cards are definitely this side though, aren't they? But yeah, that realistic budget rig view was the entire point behind the Inspired by Gibson Epiphone demo series sponsored by Boss. The Inspired by Gibson Epiphones, 500-ish, all run through the Boss Katana. And then everyone said my tone was compared to my normal videos, and they all over the Katana, which Boss was not too happy about. Thanks for that, guys. Last time they sponsor anything. But now, I get it. Some of you want a balanced view of how good it can sound like through a dope head like the Rev or the Hughes and Kettner, but also what it'll sound like through an amp that isn't multitudes more expensive than the actual guitar. So maybe a section of the video, guitar through a reasonably priced amp, home gig through a reasonably priced rig. Might be good to have a quick section like that in there. Now, is that something you guys actually want? If there's a lot of demand for it, I don't mind doing it. But if it's just like 2 people, then no, it's not worth the effort. I'm always looking to improve and evolve the content with your feedback. So let me know in the comments if there's genuine interest in doing that. Why did you start playing guitar? Discord already knows. Again, link in the description. Now, of course, it's time to hear from yet another adoring fan. It's the high praise of the week. Clown. To be fair, coming from a dude who looks like he would be a part-time clown on the weekends just so he could spend some more time around kids, dude probably knows what he's talking about. I'm just done with trolls, man. I can't be bothered being nice. I don't give a f anymore. On to more positive things. Music recommendation for the week is A Day to Remember's new album, You're Welcome. Took me a little bit to get into it. It's kind of pop rocky and stylistically it's all over the place. Makes sense seeing as the album was supposed to drop in 2019, so the songs were probably written over a long span of time and in different mindsets. There's only one super heavy banger that's Last Chance to Dance, but it goes hard. Breakdowns, whammy pedal. I mean, I'm a big A Day to Remember fan, and there are catchy choruses littered throughout the entire record. It's a really fun listen, which, given the past year, is something I really enjoyed. So I'll leave a link to my favorite track in the description. And that will do it for this week's episode of Ask a Fish. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts on anything discussed or your questions for the next episode in the comments. Subscribe, notification bell, blah, 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 YouTube things. Social media, merch, and Discord server links are in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. You've been awesome, and I'll see you for the next video.